Alright, here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the next part. We get to kill some of these Chicos. And still, I have no hunting log for them. I'm not sure why. But trust me when I say I'm going to be happy that they're going to die. Don't suck my blood, you little bastard. Must be the adventurer standing in for our injured companions. Terribly unfortunate business, that. Seems, however, that you've had little trouble gathering the egg sacs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have them sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these egg sacs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chico, you can see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any hero who contacted this ghastly illness would almost inevitably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Herian population in Gridania. It was a long time ago, of course. With the medicine available to us now, the Creeping Death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it's best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus, we gather Chico eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Strong Lance Arm, number 1. Level up. Level 10. Sweep the leg. So, I've got a new ability, Leg Sweep. 30-second recast time. Delivers an attack with a potency of 130. Has the effect of stun for 3 seconds. So 130 hit, stun. So this means what I can do is I can stun, and in those 3 seconds, get behind an enemy for impulse drive. I'm going to go ahead and put that up here as my mouse 4. I'm going to be, so that way I can do that often. Alright, so with level 10, we gain attribute points. Attributes such as Strength, which affect physical attack power, and Vitality, which affects maximum hit points, can be viewed by selecting the character from the main menu. Upon obtaining level 10 in a class, you'll begin to earn attribute points, and these points can be allocated to any attribute, allowing for further class customization. For example, increasing Strength will improve attack power, while increasing Mind will increase the potency of cure spells. To allocate points, start by clicking on the golden plus located next to the attributes on the character window, and this will open the point allotment window. Next, select the attributes you wish to increase and press accept to finalize the allocation. Once you've allocated a point, it cannot be removed, so make your decisions carefully. Classes belonging to the discipline of the hand and land are not granted attribute points. So that's basically saying, this again. That's basically saying gathering and crafting classes do not get skill points as they level. For gathering classes, that kind of sucks because, from what I understand, certain gathering nodes will require a certain amount of attributes in order for you to get bonus gathering from that node. So not being able to get points to put into it can kind of suck a little bit, but it makes sense too. I mean, you're not going to be fighting as a gathering class. So over here, we get a normal quest, which just opened up, and the continuation of the story quest. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy, find out what he needs. An adventurer to supply him with a high potion, huh? I caught a scurry of squirrels gnawing at the fences early, managed to drive them off, but not before they decided to gnaw on me instead. And now I'm a bloody mess you see before you. To make matters worse, I find myself without so much of a single high potion. I know, foolhardy. I vaguely recall using my last one after some trifling scrape several moons past. The gods alone know why I didn't manage to replace it there and then. You wouldn't happen to be carrying a spare flask, would you? If you don't have any on hand, the merchant at the Bannock should have some in her stock. I can't leave my post. Could you please bring me a high potion? I'd be tremendously grateful. So, I need to go buy a high potion. Excellent. And this one specifically at least tells you that that's where I need to go get it, because it's over here at the Bannock. Alright. Let's go ahead and get the story quest before we move on, and, wow, now they give me pants? Now they give me pants. After they required me to get pants, they give me pants. Middle finger to you, sir. Oh well. Now, unfortunately, you couldn't use this to get pants for that quest, because this is obviously the continuation from that, but oh well. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveyable expedition only for the caravan to turn tail and flee at the first sight of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from conjurers, and as such, the poor showing weren't bad enough. The lily-livered half-wit left behind surveying equipment provided by Healer Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and returning it to Healer Pauline at Gabanix's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's instruments strewn about the interior of a cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the damn fool didn't lose his boots. Matron, watch over you. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's right there in that cave that I was in before. Not a problem. And some new quests open up. Look at this. There's a quest over here, quest here, quest here. So those are all new. But we're not going to do those. We're going back to the Lancers Guild. Oh, what do we get? A feathered harpoon. Also some various items. Each one of them is an upgrade except for the helm, which I already have. It looks like of equal defense. Although, look at this. It doesn't say it's better, but it is better because it's got strength, vital, dex, and accuracy compared to this, which is only strength and dex. Better than most of the others, though. A leather jacket is available. Less defense. More magic defense, but it has strength 2, dex 2. Wow, that's kind of nice. I'd probably end up wanting the feathered harpoon, though, because it's a level 12 lance. Well, actually, it's going to give me that anyway, so I would just have to pick one or the other. Excellent. What do we got? Courage of Stone. Ah, Melik, I swear you've gained an ilm around the arms since last we spoke. It is plain you have not been idle. In our previous lesson, you learned the Lancer's definition of courage, and how you might go about tempering its 2 aspects. Today we shall find if your efforts have borne fruit. I see you have come prepared for battle. That is well. Your next trial will place you in the midst of a throng of enemies. In such a situation, one may be attacked from any direction, making it difficult to respond appropriately. Furthermore, the likelihood of being surrounded is high. Will your resolve bear the weight of uncertainty? Will your composure hold out when the odds are stacked against you? We shall soon find out. Should you overcome this trial, what courage you already possess will be further tempered. Now, heed me well, for this is what you must do. I would have you travel to Naked Rock, where the Anols claim domination. At the summit of the rock is a sacred artifact, the Stone of Courage. You must claim it and bring it to me. If you are to reach your destination, you will need to negotiate a path through whole packs of flesh-eating scalekin. Make no mistake, the creatures are intimidating foes. To stride into the midst of so many would attack much Lancer's courage. A given time, and no small amount of perseverance, I am confident you will prove equal to the task. Yes, so many of these things are around these areas, these Anols. Oddly enough, they are also not on my hunting log. Of course, I dealt with some of these in that one Fate, so not a big deal, right? So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go ahead and use my new leg sweep. Or I don't have to, he's going to go ahead and show his back to me while he uses his special ability. How nice of him, huh? Ooh, and I got 3 high-quality animal hides from him. Nice! That was worth the kill. What's up here? Anything in here? Hello? 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 No? No? Oh, right. Okay, I'm leaving. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my new leg sweep, which gives me a 3-second stun. And I'm going to use that to move into Impulse Drive. Of course, the creature just shows its back like that. No need to, right? Oh, yellow, so I'm getting ready to draw aggro, but didn't actually draw it. Okay, so I need to move further up. Got a couple here. Can I manage to pull one without the other? Cool. Aggroed right on sight. And now I can pull them away. Well, so that's what they do, is a frost attack, huh? Alright, let's go ahead and Vorpal. Now I'm going to stun him. There we go. Now it also prevented him from doing a special attack. Not that I cared, because I can just move out of the way of it. But that is something key to remember. Anytime you've got a stun, the ability to knock enemies out of their special moves is quite nice, to say the least. Uh-oh. Yeah. Show me your backs. Hit the one that's not quite weak yet. There we go. And again, just... There we go. I'm never really worried about TP either. I've not really had a problem with it so far. I sense a hostile presence. Uh-oh. Managed to get a few of them on me, haven't I? Just avoid their attacks. One at a time, I can handle this. Managed to do it for the fates. I'll do it here. Let's get out of that circle. Alright. Keep going. Alright, I'm gonna stun you. I'm not gonna let you do that move. Oh, maybe I hit the wrong one. Uh-oh. Potion. I almost didn't realize I was about to die. That was pretty bad. Quite a few of them there, so quite a bit of damage there, but obviously a potion, all I needed. Seriously, one potion. I've got 25 of the buggers. Alright, Stone of Courage. This better bloody well be worth it. Congratulations, you've obtained the false Stone of Courage. Aye, you heard me right, false. What does that say about your courage, I wonder? Ah, but where are my manners? My name is Fulcus. We had the pleasure of meeting at the Lancers Guild, if you recall. On that occasion I turned my weapon upon you, and you betrayed not a hint of fear. It was in that instance I sensed that you were unlike the others, that you had promise. And so to the present, in its current state, the trial in which you are engaged, the if trial, it may be called, makes a mockery of the Lancer's art. Needless to say, this cannot be tolerated. And so I have taken the liberty of moving the Stone of Courage to a more suitable location. It now resides in the depths of Spirit Hold, under the guard of fell fiends, a far more fitting challenge, as I'm sure you will agree. Whether or not you attempt to retrieve the stone is for you to decide. If you fear for your safety, I suggest you run back to the guild, and bemoan the world's frightfulness to the many brave souls who cower there. Yawen will doubtless consider it a supremely courageous act. Yet know that a Lancer may forge true courage only in the midst of great danger. Oh-ho! Let's get out of here. Yoink! And away! So long! Bye, bitches! Alright, so obtain the Stone of Courage at Spirit Hold. So Spirit Hold is right nearby down here. Now this is right by where I had to do those pillars before. So not too bad. So while I'm traveling here, I want to kind of mention one thing that I noticed, and I'm going to have to try this here in Phase 4 to see if they changed it. When I was using controller mode, which of course obviously I'm not now, during controller mode, one issue I had was that the keyboard's shortcut keys wouldn't work. So you would do everything on the controller, and if you used anything like if I hit C right now to go to my character slot, that wouldn't work. It would just type. So all you could use the keyboard for was for typing. So that's pretty cool. That portcullis just raises on its own. So now I've got to go hunting for the stone. It looks like a level 10 was here and didn't fare very well. Level 10 Lancer. Oh boy. Well, I'm level 10. I'm a Lancer. Let's make it happen. Level 11. I like this place. Nice interior. Sylphid swarms. I don't really have to deal with them. Could be anywhere in here. Oh, we got imps. They are not on my hunting log. And they aggro. Alright, well, let's take a look. Oh, nice. Surprise! They cast Frost. Or Blizzard. Not terribly difficult. And it's really nice. Your hit points regenerate fairly quickly when you're out of combat. In Final Fantasy XI, you had to rest, like actually sit down. Here I can actually move around and not... Ooh. Can't resist. Here I can actually move around outside of combat and still regenerate hit points. Stun. Surprise, piercing from behind. Ah, we found it. Okay. Hello. Might as well slow you down while I can. So I'm not sure what this diminishing return on my debuffs is and why it exists. I'm not sure I like that. Alright, stun. Got myself some nice combos there. Yeah, I'm liking the way my abilities synergize so far. They work fairly well together. I mean, the stun going into impulse drive. I mean, the combos are not super impressive at the moment, but it's only the beginning yet. Pro tip, you can click on the icon above their heads if people are crowding. So have you returned? Tell me, were you able to obtain the Stone of Courage? Heavy stone used by the Wood Whalers for training with the lance. Yes, this is indeed the stone, though it is in rather worse condition than when I last saw it. What happened at Naked Rock? The Lancer who but recently threatened you moved the stone to Spirit Hold. Not content with trespass and slander, the brazen fool now meddles with our training? 7 hells! This is not to be borne. Listen well, Malik. Though I do not doubt that you know better, my duty as Guildmaster compels me to state the obvious. Heed not that man's words. The Lancer's courage can only be forged in the midst of great danger is a vainglorious tripe. As you've already learned, a Lancer's courage is the product of composure and resolve. Be under no misapprehension. Watchfully navigating the Annals territory served to temper your courage in a manner that blindingly braving the terrors of Spirit Hold did not. As you continue your training, pray keep the lesson of this trial close to your heart. Before you return to your adventuring, there is one more thing I would tell you. In recognition for your unwavering efforts in the trials thus far, I hereby grant you leave to join other guilds. Naturally, you must seek the permission of the relevant guildmasters before commencing your training. Gridania is home to a great many guilds beside our own. If you consider combat your calling, the archers and the conjurers have a strong presence in our nation. Should you crave more peaceful pastime, you may alternatively consider joining the leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. While there is something to be said for broadening one's horizons, it is also important to maintain focus. Always bear this in mind. As your guildmaster, I would naturally prefer that you first master the Lancer's art. Rest assured that there will also be time enough to take up another discipline when you have done so. Yet, whatever path or paths you choose to walk, I look forward to seeing you realize your obvious potential. Okay, so I have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionists at the corresponding guild, and there exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. So that's kind of... I don't know if I would truly believe that, because at this point, what you can do is gain other classes for cross-class skills. Now that I've hit level 10, I can get 2 cross-class skills for tempering myself, to give myself a bit easier time for soloing. So you don't have to necessarily get up to 50. Now you could still continue on. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue the Lancer, and there's an important reason for this. I need to unlock, as I've mentioned before, leaves. And this is something that you have to do through your quests with your current guild master, as far as I could tell. So I'm going to keep going, going to continue to be a Lancer, and then after that, I can start looking at other classes. I can look at, do I want to start being a Conjurer? Do I want to be an Archer? Do I want to try and do some gathering or crafting? I'm going to eventually do some gathering and crafting. I want to try those out. In the meantime, though, I've got my harpoon. I've got a leather jacket that gives me more strength and dexterity, but loses defense. Defense is really not a big deal to a damage-dealing class as myself. I mean, it's nice to have, and it is certainly an upgrade, but again, this is kind of where the gear comparison system fails, and they are talking about updating that. I believe one of the first patches they're going to release will have some comparison tooltips, so you can tell what's going to be better or what's worse. In this case, looking at this, all I can look at is the defense. I have to open up my character menu to know for sure. Thankfully, I can move things around. So, strength, dex, vital, accuracy. So it's got vital and accuracy over what I've got. This one has strength and skill speed. This one has 1 more strength, 2 dex, a vital, and an accuracy. So this one is probably a better upgrade all around. I do lose the skill speed though, but it's only 1, so not a terribly big deal. Here we have the level 11 gloves, hempen bracers, which give me, of course, strength, dex, vital, and crit. That's kind of nice, as opposed to strength and dex. Plus, it gives me a defensive upgrade in general. I may consider getting these gloves because of that, because it's also got crit, and it's got good defense. Moving on here, this gives me determination, dex, strength, vital. And it's a pretty good upgrade as well. Looking at this, though, I think out of all of these options, the gloves are going to be my best bet. It has more upgrades, and the raw defense alone is rather nice to have. And so I also get my harpoon, so great. I'm happy with this. Quest complete. We can now do gear sets. Gear sets allow you to save several combinations of equipment and swap them at your leisure. A button for the gear set interface is located in the upper right hand corner of the character window. This can be a very convenient feature for players who regularly switch back and forth between various classes, as well as for players who wish to have readily multiple sets of gear for different types of duties they undertake, such as PvP, instances, or raids. So everything here at level 10, I mean, you've unlocked a lot. This is a major level for the game, and where a lot of stuff, basically a lot of things change. So if I go into my character sheet here, I've got this to update my sheets, but here's my gear set list. I have no saved set right now. So what I can do is click on this create new gear set and take what I've got, but before I do that, let's add my current weapon that I just got. No, I can't just yet. That's level 12, so I need a couple levels before I can use that. But I did just gain some gloves. Nope, I still need to wait. So for the time being, what I can do is go in here and add this gear set. So you can see there it is, Lancer, level 5. And as I get gear, if I were to take things off, so let's say I do this, I can hit this to update the gear set. I'm currently wearing this set, I hit this, it saves it, and I lose that. But if I click on this instead and hit equip set, there, my Lancer's equipped. That is very important for changing classes, because your classes are all based on your weapon. So when you change your weapon, you're going to want to make sure you have a gear set for it, because then if you take off your weapon or try to change weapons, you won't be able to use the current gear set that you are using right now. So there's that. The other thing is this, the attribute points. With level 10, you gain 3, and I believe you gain 3 every other level. So at level 11, I shouldn't gain more. So for that, what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my points into strength. And we'll go ahead and accept that. So there we go. I now have more strength, and I can do more damage. Now, Dangerous Proposition requires me to be level 15. So he needs to go to Shroud in my stead. In his stead. Something stead. Whatever. Okay, so I can't do that. So I believe I need to follow the main story quest at this point. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to get the survey records, and we're going to complete all that. What we'll see here is if we go down to the Central Shroud, I've also got... looks like it's not going to show me because I'm too far away. I guess if you're one or more instances away, you can't see what's there. But there are some quests here, and some of them are story quests. And I'll need to do those because I want to unlock some more features of the game. So getting level 10 with your guild, with your class guild, allows you to now be another class if you so desire. And it's a pretty easy swap from what I've seen. So, alright, let's move on and get out of here. Before I do that, though, go ahead and look at actions, see what I get. Yep, level 12 will be heavy thrust, and level 14 will be enhanced feint. So that's extends the slow duration to 20 seconds. So this is going to be nice. Once I get 14, my current slow on feint will go from 10 seconds to 20, which is quite nice considering the diminishing returns I've been seeing. Again, I'm not entirely sure how those work out and how often you have to wait before it happens again, before you're able to. Now this right here, this additional, is what I was talking about getting cross-class abilities. If I were to become, at this point, an archer, I would be able to use some of my Lancer's abilities as an archer. So what would I really use? Well, probably my Keen Flurry to give myself a high parry rate in case monsters got close. I'm not sure anything else would actually work, but you can get skills that will cross over that will be quite useful. I have 2 slots, but I don't have a subclass yet. So this is why I don't quite agree with the mastering right away, because you can venture off and get some new ones. You may at least want to take your first class to level 15 before you swap out, though. Level 15 seems to be the big number for a lot of things, too. So level 10 is a milestone, and level 15 is going to be yet another milestone. Alright, coming back, I need to buy this high potion, so it looks like the merchant here should have one. Let's go to purchase field gear. No, field is, okay, no, that's for crafting, I believe. Alright. Tools, right? Is it tools? Here we go. High potion, 146 gil. That is not bad at all. So, high potion, 1. Alright, there we go. We've got that for my quest. And it looks like another story quest is here as well, so we can activate that along the way. Oh, more weapons. So it looks like I'll be able to get a new lance for now. I might just do that, honestly, to allow me to use that on the way to getting level 12. Malik, thank you for your assistance with the Chigo operation. Might you be willing to aid me in another matter? Allow me to explain. The nearby river is home to a colony of Black Fs, whom I sent a party to of recruits to slay. Yet, scarcely a bell after I had done so, the youngsters returned, hysterical yet noticeably unbloodied, and loudly bemoan their misfortune at ever having been sent to contend with such hellsborn horrors. Pitiful. My great-grandma could dispatch an Eft with her walking stick and a harsh word. That such a task should cow a whole party of able-bodied men and women is beyond belief. I'd have you show these quivering milksops how it's done. Make your way to the river. Put down 4 of the creatures. I've already put down a ton of those creatures. We'll put down more. Alright, let's go up here. I gotta go back this way anyway to give him the high potion. Dash! Da-da-da-da! 7 hells, did those accursed squirrels leave any part of me untouched? Ah, you're back. You have the high potion for me? Indeed. Thank the gods, I owe you one, my friend. Here, I want you to have this. I had no idea squirrels could bite so hard. I thought I had seen everything, but it seems there are still surprises to be found in the Tweleswood. We both would do well to remember that. Golden experience. Always good to have. Alright, really, I can't believe these people were afraid of Fs. I took so many of these out already. Took them out for fun. Just training these recruits, seriously. Of course, the Fs were hardly a big deal. I even helped people take some of theirs out just to get the thing done. Alright, here's the survey records. Yeah, it was pretty nice. You know, some people already killing them, so I'm like, yeah, let me just help them die, because I don't need the experience from the dying Eft. I just need the kill. And since every kill's a credit, regardless of how much I put into it, kind of sped up my questing. So I would recommend, if you're doing these quests and you're starting early, go ahead, help tag people's items, and help them out with their quests. You know, help them out with their kills. You have no reason not to. They get full credit anyway, so why the hell not? Looks of the draw. Unfortunately, I'm not near that at the moment to really do that. It's tempting to go over and try it, though. It's also tempting not to get stuck on 100 rocks. Right. So my turn-ins are currently up here and over here. I've got some other quests. If ye break faith. Not a material girl. Really? Not a material girl? Okay. Oh, hey, you know what? Let's do this. I've got this Chocobo stable. I'm level 10. It should allow me to activate this. Excellent. Chocobo keep. Hey, I want to do this now. I might interest you in a Chocobo porter. Don't tell me this is your first visit to this stop. I shall update my register with your name, so that you may access this location in the future. So, Chocobo porters. Chocobo porters are similar to rental Chocobos, in that they can be hired to carry you quickly to destinations throughout Eorzea. The difference being that you cannot control these birds, and they will not stop until they have arrived at their destination. On the other hand, Chocobo porters are trained to take the safest route, meaning that they will never be attacked while in transit. So, flight points. So, if I learn, not enough gil to pay the bloody aetheryte teleportation fees, or perhaps you simply want to ride in peace, not having to worry about fumbling through your map or dodging bloodthirsty beasts. Then a Chocobo porter is exactly what you need. Our bird will carry you quickly and safely to one of many convenient destinations for merely a small handful of coin. We only ask that you observe 2 simple rules. Firstly, you should dismount while should you dismount while en route, you will not be allowed to remount. The Chocobo will continue on its destination, leaving you to fend for yourself. Secondly, though each stop has a full list of accessible destinations, we will only authorize travel to those which you have visited at least once before. This is to ensure that, on the off chance that one of our birds becomes disoriented and loses his way, you'll be able to guide him back on course. Rest assured, however, this has never happened once in our many years of service. Our birds are trained to travel only specific courses and never deviate from them. They have also been bred for speed, and will avoid outside threats to the best of their ability. In fact, we are so certain of their capacity to deliver you unarmed to your final destination that, should you be attacked while riding a Chocobo porter, we will refund your rental fee in full. Allow me to show you your bird. Right this way, my lord. Alright, so... yeah, well, cool. It even tells you what the time is going to be. So if I told him to go to Gridania, it would take me a minute to get there for 5 gil. Not bad. What I like about this is a little different from flight points, right? So it's like WoW flight points, but at any point, you can get off the mount while it's on its way to its destination. So you can kind of use it to get somewhere by choosing one destination and getting off early. Not a material girl, right. So, adventurer, yes, you'll suffice. Have a job I need performed to be willing to pay the going rate. Trifling task, really. Simply need you to ask the locals here at Benchbranch Meadows what the head wrangler covets the most in all the world. It's a private matter, lest you doubt. So be sure to inquire discreetly. And please, for the love of Nal, do not reveal that you are my employee. In fact, it'd be best if my name wasn't mentioned at all. Really? So this is kind of a... okay. Okay, this is an interesting quest. Let's just go in and we just ask people, right? What does Keitha covet most? Why would you wish to know so... wait a minute. That old Elmer just put you up to this, didn't he? He's wasting his time with that approach. If the man is serious about owning a chocobo, he'd be better served by convincing Keitha of his intent to provide the bird with proper care and attention. So that's what this is all about, huh? Keitha, the only thing Keitha wants is for her birds to be happy. If she cares for anything besides the well-being of the chocobos, then I've not heard of it. What's that about, Miss Keitha? You looking to stir up trouble, son? If you think some shiny trinket will move her heart, then you don't know her like, that is, Miss Keitha is only interested in her birds. Listen here, adventurer. If your actions cause her any distress, the wood whalers will come down on you so hard your boots will leak blood. Got it? Well, do you plan to keep me in suspense? I must have a chocobo for my very... What's this? They told you nothing of her material desires? The stubbornness of these Guildardians. It's infuriating. I should have known better than to hire a buffoon for such delicate work. To think of the amount of gil I wasted on this fruitless venture. Oh, cease your mewling. I promised you a reward, and a reward you shall have. Now leave me to my misfortune. Well, the quest name makes sense now. Idiot's not getting it, is he? Greetings, sir. You have the distinct air of an adventurer. Might I trouble you for some assistance? In recent days, a heartless cat has been sneaking into the ranch to scare our chocobos. Poor birds are in a state of constant unease, wondering when the next fright will come. It's my hope that extending the fencing will help keep the intruder out. To that end, I ask that you procure some strands of diorite web. Make for surprisingly sturdy construction material. You should be able to obtain the web from the diamites themselves. There are usually a few to be found roaming the lands around the ranch. 6 strands should be sufficient. Gosh, I'm fairly certain I've killed these things before. So, maybe the questing is not terribly efficient in this game. The questing is new to Final Fantasy. So I can kind of understand that they don't have everything fully optimized. But then again, if all the quests were fully optimized, I guess it would then be too efficient, wouldn't it? Oh wait, this is interesting. I can go all the way up here. Oh wow. Well, this is pretty cool. Hold on. Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going. I kind of like it. I don't know where I'm going. I discovered a new location. Excellent. There, it's been mapped out. Cool. I'm going to try and jump down. Join me for the ride, will you? There we go. Whee! Oh! Oh my god. Oh my god, I didn't die. I almost did. Oh, apparently a diorite is not something I've killed before, and oh my god, it aggroes. Oh, Jeebus. Potion. Alright. Let's do this. Let's stun it. That could have been very bad. Okay, so... Oh, wow, and this... Oh, good, and these are some of the things that are... That's why I recognize the name. They're on my kill list. Oh, your return. Tell me, were you able to procure the diorite web I requested? Hell, yes. Yes, I was. Yes, these will do nicely. These are perfect for binding posts together. Were I still in Ishgard, I would never have entertained the notion of using such a bizarre material in this manner. Oh, did I not mention I was from Ishgard? Aye, well, Gridania is, in actual fact, my second home. My native land was once famous for its chocobo stables. No man in Rosoria could speak of the creatures without his thoughts turning naturally to Ishgard. Sadly, however, that time has passed. Left my homeland to accept employment here at the ranch, instructing others in the methods of chocobo husbandry. Yet I have found that it is often I who am the recipient of others' instructions, and on a great many matters. Truly, one can never know what life may hold in store. Hey, more potions. So it's a good thing I use them. Hey, level! Level 11. One more and I can use my lance. So I'm guessing I won't be picking up the next lance. Why bother when I only need one more level, right? Welcome back, Malik. You performed admirably. I have my recruits watching from the banks as you dispatch the Fs. It appears that your skill in battle has inspired them. Either that, or they have no wish to be upstaged by an adventurer. It matters little which. What does matter is that they have resumed their training with renewed zeal. And that I have you to thank for it. I'm in your debt. Excellent. So, yeah, I'm not going to get this. It's a level 8 spear. I'm almost level 12. Let's just grab the bronze pieces for Gil. Do that. Because these weapons, I can always buy weapons for my other classes. Let's complete. I plan on being a carpenter, so what is actually going to happen is I'll probably be crafting weapons for my other classes. Alright, no other quests are here, so we're going to go ahead and go turn in at Gabonex's Bower. Yes, may I assist you in some matter? Yes, I can assist you, actually. Sprawling list of numbers, which appear to be coordinates of some sort. Wooden box containing various tools used by surveyors, including an aladad, a plumb, a block of marking wax, and rope for surveyors to measure distance. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers of the Bannock. Fled at the first sign of danger, you say. I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officers saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelveswood. If we're to survive these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves to our surroundings. We may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. Alright, so pants. I get level 8 pants. Finally pants. Alright, strength dex pants. Grab them. And so, with that, can I equip items that I got? I can't equip the lance. I'm going to need to get rid of some of this armor. I'm going to keep holding on to it for now, but the gloves I can wear. Excellent. So I can finally put these on. Not bad. Matches the rest of the outfit. But of course I did just get some new leggings, so let's see if they'll still match. Strength and dex compared to what I've got. What is that? Strength and dex as well, so this is just an increase in defense. That's fine. We'll go ahead and do that. Yeah, it matches the boots. And so with that I can hit update gear set, and so you can see that it's now equipped, it's now updated. So whenever I switch off, I'll have this gear. So keep in mind, as you're playing, make sure you update your gear sets as you're using your gear. Kind of want to make sure you do that. Also, we can confirm now at level 11 you don't get any points. So it is every other level. So level 10 and then every other level beyond that. And with this, looks like we're going to get some bracelets. That's nice. That's a piece of gear I don't have yet. So you might spare the time, Malik. I would have you thin the numbers of hoglets in green tier. Well, these beasts have always called the Twelvewoods home. Their appetite has grown so insatiable of late, I fear they'll devour every nut on the forest floor. The cycle of life cannot well sustain such gluttony. I must ask you to slay the 6 creatures. 6 of the creatures' sacrifice will be the greater good at 12's good, I assure you. So once again, 6 of something is the number. And, leather mitts. Not going to use those. Leather ring bands. Yeah, I'm not going to be using those. Ring bands, don't quite care. I'll probably get the bronze. 100 gil. Alright. Gods damn you mushroom-headed, spindly-legged, spore-spewing abomination. Suck the life out of my precious trees, will you? Damn you to the 7. Oh, thank the matron you look like, the sort to help me deal with this nightmare. My poor trees. Trees I've tended to since they were scarcely saplings, I might add. Been infected with parasite fungars. If I let these pests have their way, my babies will be naught but deadwood before the week is out. Smear a little of this amber urgent on the infested tree, though, and the horrid creatures will drop clean off, allowing you to administer adventurer-style vengeance. Did you hear that, you malignant toadstools? Your end is nigh! You'll rue the day you... My apologies. The wrath was upon me. Fear not. I am now quite calm. So, the fungars, bastards that they are, have attached themselves to the 3 trees. Once you've ground those treacherous mushrooms into a pulp beneath your righteous boots, come back and tell me exactly how it felt. Yeah, just a little bit upset. So, 6 of one thing, 3 of the other. Again, I'm realizing that my enjoyment of the questing experience is not just the dialogue, because obviously the dialogue is fun, but they never overstay their welcome. Kill 3 things here, kill 6 things there. I'm always moving on to the next quest. And so I don't ever have time to think that, man, this quest is taking forever. What's interesting is that the quests I'm doing are going to give me decent level gear, like level 8 and up, and yet the monsters I'm fighting are still level 6. I'm not complaining, mind you. It's just a slight oddity. I guess I can't forgive them since Square Enix, again, has never really... This is their first time doing this with all these massive quests. I mean, Final Fantasy XI had story quests, but they were overarching stories. They didn't do this kind of quest-laden content of leveling. The ladybugs are attacking the bees? Someone help, they don't send it. Oh, it's a fate, and there's a barker for the fate. Cool. So the guy's worried about the ladybugs attacking the bees, so I can come over here and... I didn't even know if fate was here. I just happened to come by and... there was a quest barker. That's pretty cool. So we can go ahead and do this fate. Ladybugs more than welcome to dine on the aphids which infest the orchard of the central shroud. However, some have acquired a taste for the honeybees who pollinate the crops. See that this meal is their last. Cool, I got gold. 1,200 or 1,100 experience. Not a bad haul. You have my thanks. Well, you have my... You're welcome. I guess. Is that even a thing? I'm actually kind of glad the creatures are a little bit under level. I mean, it doesn't give me a lot of experience for killing them, but it makes the quest go even quicker. So even though I only have to kill 3 of the things, if they were of my level, it might take a little bit longer. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the secret, right? Having the monsters be slightly under the level of the quest to make it interesting. To make it so that you feel powerful, or to make it so that the quest just isn't that long. These guys are level 8. Of course, I'm level 11 at this point. Now later on, I'm not going to have these quests, so I'm going to have to grind off the monsters. In which case, I just kind of will have to keep moving on according to my hunt log. Possibly use some daily quest or leaves or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and try and just run through. I'm going to do the stun, and instead of circling around, I'm just going to run straight through. Wonderful MMO tactic that I tend to forget to use, especially when there's, you know, no collision. Just run through the enemy. He's about to do some kind of forward conal thing? Who cares? I'll run through it. Now, of interest to me is that I'm not finding very many animal stuff for making equipment. So I've got imp wings, I've got high quality hides, I've got regular skin. You can see I've only got like a handful of each one of these items. So I'm really not sure how easy it's going to be like a culinarian who needs animal stuff, or to be a leather worker who definitely needs animal stuff. Hey, I got your job done, you crazy bastard. Well, did you take care of my fungi infestation? Yes, at last I can enjoy a restful night's sleep. I must say I'm glad to meet an adventurer of such talents. Just look at you in all your fungus-splattered glory. You have my thanks. Alright, not going to get either one of those, it looks like. No, so we get bronze. Oh, he has more, huh? The life of the forest relies on a delicate balance, and the unchecked proliferation of beasts would mean a slow but certain death for the trolls would. It's our duty to correct such an imbalance, and swiftly, even if it means shedding blood. Though it may seem trivial, you have performed a vital service this day. May the elements bless your future endeavors. Alright, so, bracers! I don't have these before. So, strength and dex, or intelligence and mind. Well, that's pretty obvious. Oh, more. Hey, waste. Finally gonna get my first belt. Ah, it's you, Malik. After the thrashing you gave those infernal fungus, I do believe you might be the very person to solve another problem of mine. Microhusks. These vile little beasts draw their sustenance directly from the soil. Ordinarily, the forest would only be too happy to provide, but these days are just too bloody many of them. So many, in fact, that they're leaching the very last nutrient from the ground. You think this soil was put here just for you and your micro-chew mates? Ha! Should go over there and, well, not rightly sure what it is I should do, but someone should certainly do something, and soon, before I apologize. The rage, you see, takes over, and there is naught I can do but fume and sputter. If you could see your way to exterminating 8 or so of those soil despoilers, should have my eternal gratitude. Once you've taken care of the microchews, I'll be grateful if you would report to Elfrith. You'll find him outside. I hear the degradation of the soil has been as much of a source of consternation to him as it has been to me. I'm sure he'd appreciate knowing the problem's been solved. Yay! So, a word with you, Malik. I hesitate to make such dangerous requests, but you might assist us in thinning the numbers of the anoles on Naked Rock. Really? I was just there. Maybe I'm just doing the quests in the wrong order. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have been too frequently interrupted by unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the 7th umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the scale kin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you'd slay half a dozen or so of the beasts, it should lessen the need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the anoles to remain within their territory. But I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we're truly to break this spiraling growth, you must also target their future offspring. Bring me 4 eggs, and you'll have played your part in returning balance to the area of the forest. So a 2-part quest on that one. Kill the enemies and grab their eggs. And they're right next to each other. Quite nice, isn't that? It's kind of a shame I already went to this area here. Now, this is not their fault, because this is a quest for the area I'm in and the storyline, whereas Naked Rock, I had to go there earlier for my class. Not all classes are going to be going there, so yeah. So the microchews weren't a big problem at all. And as you can see from my quest log at the lower left, tons of experience gained from them. Oh well. One thing I did want to make mention, though, is speaking of quests, is something I'm kind of enjoying about this. Now, because of how well the quest dialogue is written, and that's, you know, again, partial to the localization team, honestly. I'm really happy with the job the localization team has done on this game. But aside from that, there's a fate here. Run. I'm going to use up my TP. Try and get there. Hello. It's a notorious monster one, so... try and help out here as I can. Got this guy to worry about. Well, he's gonna have friends. This isn't good. Backstab. Let's do the combo and probably slow him down a bit as well. So let's go ahead and put a slow on him. And then see if we can't... Oh, jeez. So the damage I'm taking here is kind of minimal, especially as I'm avoiding the actual big hits that they do. It's difficult. Take out the ads. But one thing I'm enjoying, as I was trying to say, is not only is the quest text good to read, but because it's good to read and it offers a lot of information, you actually get to learn a bit about the world. Like, talking with the guy, he may be crazy, but you actually get a little bit of insight as to why you're doing the quest that you're doing. You know, they tell you, go out and kill, you know, 6 Fungars or 3 Fungars, and you're like, okay, I can do that. I mean, I'm used to going out and killing a whole slew of creatures. But it's more than that. You're killing them for a reason. Oh, that was misaligned, and that was without a combo. I'm running out of points. I'm going to have to stop using my actions for a moment to rekindle my TP. There you go. That's kind of the perils of being in a long fight. Alright, let's put a slow on him. Full slow is working. Now I'm more efficient if I keep using True Thrust, Vorpal Thrust. So I'm not using Impulse Dive as much. As we went over that one time, the Impulse Dive is better for just kind of a one-time thing. Like here, I'm going to use it against this guy for a moment. Now I'm going to return to my combo. It's good for burst, but it's not good for sustain. And even then... the general damage of increased damage of impulse drive as far as burst is concerned is negligible. Alright, I'm only getting 5 seconds of my slow on this thing. Oh man, excellent, we did it. Leader of the pack, 1,600 with 18 gil. Not a lot of gil out of these, but at least a decent amount of experience. Alright, so I've done that. I need to get the eggs. I need 4 eggs in this area. So this one was more about gathering than it was dealing damage. How unfortunate that I got all the killing done because I joined a fade, huh? Fortunate or unfortunate, I suppose. I don't know which. Downside is the map is not showing me where the eggs are, so I have to rely on sight. Alright, well, it appears to be good news is that eggs that I see on the ground can be picked up by other people, but they don't disappear for me. It's like I saw someone just pick up this egg, I saw someone pick up this egg. They stay there even for me. So that's amazing. That's awesome. I'm glad they thought of that, so I don't have to worry about waiting for items to respawn because other players happen to grab them. Sweet, we're done here, so use up my TP to just get me the hell out of dodge for about 20 seconds. So I didn't mention this before, I've been using the sprint, but it uses TP to increase my movement speed, but the usage of all my TP increases the amount of time. So it gets my total TP divided by 50 is the amount of time that the cooldown, or that the ability lasts, so quite nice. Lasts for quite a while when you have full TP. And very useful for getting from point to point. Until I get a mount, of course. Good to see you out there, adventurer. The name's Gobbinix. I oversee the lodging in these parts. We return to the trees we take from the forest. It falls to us lumberjacks to tend the saplings and keep the soil rich and vital. All of which would be fine if it weren't for the damn monsters. My blood fair boils to think of the Twelveswood being defiled by foul beasts and parasites. Yeah, I forgot I didn't have to turn into him. You've returned. Now my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed. Yeah, my thanks. As for the eggs, may I ask you to deliver them to Tsub Kamazom in Bannock. Legs are both large and filled with nutrients and perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you. Okay, so the quest continues on, so I didn't get the turn in here. That's okay. I'm constantly going back to the Bannock, so it's basically, that's my central quest hub at the moment. Let's go ahead and turn this in. Say you've slain a good number of those microchews. Well, it's a welcome piece of news. I was afraid old Gamu would take an axe in hand and try and hack apart the pests themselves. Perhaps his troubled mind might know some peace. You have my thanks. Alright, so leather waist, strength and dexterity, intelligence and mind. So here we go. Let's go ahead and look and see if the waist actually shows up on my character. I don't see it. Let's take this off to find out, shall we? Hey, it looks like it does. Let's go ahead and let's be sure. Maybe not. Let's take the leggings off. Ah, look at me in my small clothes. Okay, so belts don't work. It's fine. That's fine. Let's go turn in. One Enchanted Eve is back, isn't it? I'm not doing that one. Who goes there? Oh, Malik, it's you. Another delivery. Yes, indeed. Eggs for you. I'm not certain I should be the one to buy Navika. These are Analytics. The troops will be glad indeed to see these at a table. And you say Herr Pauline sent you on this errand, huh? I hear the Annals are more numerous than ever, and yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continues to amaze me, Malik. Alright, so with this, what do I get? Experience, skill. I also get some eye drops, which restore blindness. So yes, if you ever get blind, those will be nice to have. Always good to have those kind of items around. So we're going to get some strength and dexterity on a ring. So this is my first ring, aside from the one that I got from the beginning question. But keep in mind that the ring I got was for crafting, and it's offered, all it's really offered is some defense. But in this case, I'm going to have a ring that's actually going to give me some stats for me. So no defense and magical defense, but it gives me strength. Now, oddly enough, it does show that there's a change, even though I've got 2 ring slots. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to update the gear. I'm still not level 12. Oh well. Moving on. Malik, thanks to God you've come. We have a potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Spirit hold broken. Oh, I gotta go back to Spirit hold? That would explain all those people I saw. Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hearer ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hearer and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you hear me true. A shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Exali incursion to the west shroud in area Belago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear the Exalers somehow caught wind of our plans and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please, say you will help us. I knew you would. I knew you would not let me down. You'll have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you'd best make haste. Alright, so I think this will be a good spot. Going back, it looks like Alexa the Draw is over there, so I need to hurry. So I've got about 12 minutes before it goes away. Ladies and gentlemen, level 11 on the Lancer, getting close to level 12. I can feel the leaves getting closer. Alright, we'll see you in the next one.